Hey everybody, my name is BlakJak. Welcome back to Stranding. Last time we took on Chapter 4, Englert. This time we're starting Chapter 5, Mama.
Sam, do you read me?
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Where am I?
Say again?
What happened to me?
The second you left the distribution center, the storm blinked out, just like that. Chiral density dropped almost as fast.
I got caught in the storm and I was in a war zone.
You been daydreaming, Sam? Comms were only down for a second.
No, it was much longer than that. There was this soldier, he tried taking my BB.
If you say so.
The little one can vouch for me.
Sam? It's been less than a minute since we last spoke.
That can't be right. I was there for hours, it felt like.
Maybe you should rest a bit.
Never mind. Coming to you.
It's a shame I can't meet you halfway.
Yeah, I know. Your kid, right?
Be careful, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to seeing you. It's been a while since I've had company.
Can you just imagine that giant hurricane just going like bloop? Just blinks right out of existence. 1 second it's like thunder and lightning and death.
Sam,
Next second it's just
this
clear
is Mama's
skies.
lab.
No
Mama
shit.
was part of the Cupid R&D team. However, from the start, she had concerns about its long-term viability. Felt Cupids had fundamental flaws, which might explain the strange phenomenon you experienced and the spike in chiral density. You should pay her a visit. See what she has to say.
I'm gonna go take a nap, Die-Hardman. Alright, I don't know what you want from me other than going to go see Mama, but I'm going to take a nap. I just went through a war zone, lived it, fought my way out of there, and now I'm gonna take a nap. Okay, that's what all good war heroes need. It's a good bowl of soup and a nap. Maybe a shower or two. I don't know why Sam sleeps with blood on his face. Like, his pillow must be disgusting. Tar, blood, sweat. Probably a bunch of shit on there. Well, anyway, I guess we're just gonna walk right on over to Mama's place. Oh yeah, and since we left the supercell, it blew off all our things. Oh, it looks like I'm offline. I guess I never turned that back on. Urgent pizza delivery for Peter Englert. He has another pizza delivery mission for us. This time it's longer. I don't really want to deal with that. Can you imagine, like, going through a war zone and coming back and just have to deliver this pizza to this dude? Imagine that's just what it's like. One day you're at war, you come home and go back to your normal boring ass pizza job. Your semi-safe pizza delivery job. Alright, let's pick up all my stuff that I just left littered all over the place when I took a nap. That was rude of me. Did I pick everything up? Nope, what's that? Nope, not important. Putting it in my hand. Putting it on my back. Alright, I guess I can either use / recycle all this. Just gonna reverse my car, or sorry, my bike. Just way back in here. You never know. Oh, reverse wheelie. Hell yeah. Gotta do it like a boss, you know? So I'm glad that I managed to whittle down these videos a little lower than like the 2-hour videos, but that doesn't mean that we're done with the 2-hour videos, guys. These videos are only as long as the remaining sessions go, you know what I mean? Like, I still recorded 2-hour sessions just because it's 48 minutes. Like, just to let you know, I think I did the Englert chapter, like I did the end of chapter 3, like the bomb thing, chapter 4, and the beginning of chapter 5 in one session, in like 1 2-hour session. And this is pretty much like the remains, and then of course I like cut stuff out and try to make it even smaller. But this video was like an hour long still. And I think I even added in like the beginning of like the next session just because I had some, it was like, what's it called? Overflowing into the next session. If that makes any sense. Probably didn't. I don't know. But we're going to head over to Mama's after we take care of our, or rather, took care of our recycling stuff. And we're gonna just, it's not that far. We've been to Mama's lab already. It's just around the corner. I'm gonna show it off just because there's not really much to show. You know, it's just Mama's lab. Oh shit, but I'm low on boots though. I should probably switch my boots. I guess I'm not using it, right? Whatever, it's fine. Shouldn't be that big a deal. At least not right now, it shouldn't be that big a deal. Is it BT fucking things already? Bro. So I've noticed that the bike and the truck stutter whenever you enter BT territory for some reason. I'm not sure if that's just like the BT's like fucking with things or if that's... Is my tire like going into the ground there? It's wild. Never noticed that before. I don't know if that's just like how the game's programmed or like what the explanation to that would be. But now that we made it back to Mama's place, we can, I guess, talk to her, meet her, and figure out what's going on.
Sam. She doesn't bite. Glad you made it. She's hungry.
What the?
There, she's down. Even though she can't drink it, my body keeps making it. Going through the motions really helps with the soreness, though.
What is she?
She's my daughter. And I'm her mama. It's okay. She's only connected to me. Not like the other BTs. You can see it, right? You're hooked up. Now you know why I can't leave. So about the supercell. Do you think the grown-ups could talk for a minute? Thank you. Look at this. This was the chiral density when the supercell appeared. but almost immediately after, it dropped to normal levels. In other words, the storm vanished in less than a second.
That's impossible.
Okay, let's pull the data from your cufflinks and take a look then. Well, that's all pretty crazy, but at least you're not. Timestamps in the logs support your story. Best guess I can muster is you were trapped between two different spacetimes.
Two different space times.
HQ is doing a deeper analysis. All they've got to work with is the frequency spectrum, but with a little effort, they should be able to figure out where you were sent. Another chiral spike. She's been crying more at night. Chiral density increases in regions connected to the chiral network, but the numbers are way higher than I projected.
That's bad, right?
Yeah, more connections means more chiralium. Early on, Bridges did acknowledge this as a potential problem, so I installed special limiters in the Cupids to keep the chiral levels in check. Looks like the limiter on yours is faulty, though. The supercell and the temporal phenomenon that you experienced may be related to all this.
Are you saying if I keep extending the network, we might be in for more temporal phenomena?
Maybe. Or worse, we cause another death stranding.
No, but you got a solution.
Of course I've got a solution. Right over here, in fact. We just need to integrate a limiter into this new Cupid I threw together. Thought I'd make you one since you said you were coming.
Great. Crisis averted.
No, crisis not averted. We need to rewrite the software to work with the new hardware.
Well, then get to it.
Yeah, no can do. I designed the hardware, but the software was written by someone else.
Well, where can we find them?
Her. The name's Lochna. She was a member of Bridges 1. You'll have to head to Mountain Knot City.
All right, I gotta take a Cupid there anyway.
Oh, good. That's great. Here we go again. I don't know what's gotten into her lately. She's so scared. Look at her. Maybe the other side wants her back. Or maybe she wants to go back. We can't keep on like this. That much I know.
You wanna tell me what happened?
She was due. I was in the hospital waiting for a C-section. Then the terrorists hit us. I was pinned under the rubble. Nothing to do but wait and wait. Felt like forever. But no one came. They said air and water. I don't know how many days went by. The water ran dry, and the cold set in. I gave birth there in the rubble. But instead of bringing life into the world, I brought death. Right. When the time fell stopped, my baby started to cry. She cried. Her life was the price I had to pay to survive. She saved me. And we've been together ever since. But she's a BT. The ties that bind her to this place bind me too. You could say I've never really been discharged.
And you're okay with that? I mean, you know she's gone. You want to live your life in the shadow of the dead?
Come on. You, of all people, you chose the dead over the living. Why else would you be here? I just remembered. Dead men told me repatriates have special blood. Mind if I take a sample?
Yeah, sure. Suck me dry. You already bleed me in my sleep. Big cold, ain't you?
Just a second. There. All done. I want to run a test.
Mama, are you?
I'm sorry, Sam. Would you mind leaving us alone for a while?
Yeah. I gotta get to work.
Sam? Hey, forget what I said about chiral spikes. Reconnecting the world comes first. Maybe we're making things worse. Maybe not. But it's the only plan we've got. Good luck, Sam.
Sam, the delivery terminal outside still works. Go ahead and get it connected. I'll give you further instructions from there. Sam, your next objective is to bring Mountain Knot City into the network. Now, this route will take you to a way station and on to a distro center north of the city. From there, it gets tricky. You'll have to take a detour to get around the mountains.
Still want me using this Cupid on the way? Software's not been rewritten yet.
It's fine. If you link up Mountain Knot City after your Cupid is fixed, the updates should filter through the network, stabilizing the connection. It's just one more reason to get there ASAP. But for now, make do with the Cupid you've got.
Any word from Mama Lee?
None. We'll just have to hope she's all right and keep going. It's what she would want. Anyway, check in at Lake Knot City's Southern Distro Center before you hit the road. And good luck out there.
By the way, Sam, I've added a zipline schematic to your PCC. Figured it would come in handy. All you need to set one up is at least 2 anchors. Why bother carrying cargo across a river or up a steep hill when you can just send it through the air? Am I right? If you want a little hands-on experience, you can use the anchors outside my lab. Have yourself some fun.
The good news is, Fragile's available and willing to lend you a hand. If you want Fragile to send you, you'll need to head to a private room. South Knot City looks closest from what I can see. It'll be a lot quicker than walking, that's for sure. But you can't take any cargo with you, so there's that. It's up to you. Just remember the option's there if you need it.
Alright. Well, I have the power of editing on my side, so I don't have to worry about any of that. And I'm glad half of the episode is just cutscene. Straight cutscene. Yeah. Just the way I like it.
Did I tell you we added a zipline option to your PCC? Because we did. Build a few anchors and link them with a line to travel from A to B in record time. Give it a try.
So it's pretty self-explanatory. It's like every other structure that you build up until this point. You just whip it out, plop it down on the ground, wait a few seconds, and it'll build. I think you have to add materials to it for it to work, but you need at least 2 zip lines within a certain distance of each other for it to work. Like what I mean by that is like it can't go over a certain amount of distance. Like I don't know what the exact range is off the top of my head, but there is a range to it, and it can't be obstructed. So I don't particularly build them. I just use the ones I find laying around in the overworld. They're not hard to use. I don't know why DSP was having such a hard time fucking figuring it out. He made it seem like it was a big deal that the game didn't have a tutorial to how it worked. I don't know why he insists on having the game, or rather games, hold your hand like the entire time. I feel like the joy of playing a video game is figuring shit out, which is why I get annoyed when this game like keeps repeating shit back to me. That's just like, I got it. You already told me once, you don't have to keep telling me. I don't know, man. Like if I choose not to pay attention, that's on me at that point, you know? So you don't have to like tell me how to push circle every time. Anyway, so we're going to be doing this little mission real quick. It's not that all too important of a mission to do, but it gives me something to do while we're heading up to our destination. And I guess we get to get acquainted with Chapter 5, Mama. So last chapter, Chapter 3, Fragile, we needed to go down to South Knot City, and in this chapter our goal is to make it to Mount Knot City, and then after that we have to head up into the mountains and deal with the mountain stuff, and then we'll be getting there eventually. So the chapters are pretty much split essentially by like main important character by important character, and then like split by important city to important city, which is like why things called like the distribution centers aren't too important, but things like South Knot City are important. Granted, I still think a better name would probably be like Baton's Distribution Center instead of Distribution Center south of Lake Knot City or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just ridiculous that these names are ridiculously long. So for this mission, I believe this might be a standard mission. The reason why I did this one is just because it was a mission that we could do, and I thought it was going to bring me... well, I think it is going to bring me over to our destination, so I figured why not do a mission to get to our next destination. I learned rather quickly, pretty much after this chapter, that this game is fucking long. Like, this game is fucking long. Like, I thought when playing this game that once I make it to Edge Knot City, that would just be the end of the game. And to be fair, that is kind of the end of the game, almost. But the game is still long from that, from this point where we are currently to like where that game is. Like, we're not even like, I would say we're about a third the way done. like we're starting to get like a third the way done. We're not even like anywhere fucking close to halfway.
Someone's happy.
So we're going to be here for a little bit. Just to let you guys know, I'm almost positive I've mentioned this before, but for any newcomers and for me trying to come up with things to think about and talk about, there are 23 parts in this playthrough. I tried splitting up the chapters of the game, like each episode,
Almost there.
as equally as I could. Like, I originally wanted it to be an episode each per part, so I would have about 15 episodes is what I was trying to aim for. And then Chapter 3 happened. Like, it was looking good for a while. Like, you know, Chapter 1 was about 1 episode. Chapter 2 I could have easily fit into 1 episode. Probably. I think that one was like I split into 2 parts if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. But like altogether, I probably could have cut some stuff down until like maybe a 2.5 hour video or something. You know, and then Chapter 3 happened, and then we spent 10 hours there. Granted, a lot of that time was like side missions, I guess, like standard missions, orders. But like a lot of that was main missions too. You know, and like that one video, like the 4th part of that 5-part chapter, was that stupid junk dealer side quest. You know, shit like that just elongates the chapters, which makes it wasn't feasible for me to make like a 10-hour video because I figured no one would watch that. At least splitting it up into somewhat more manageable time frames was at least better than whipping out one 10-hour-and-a-half long video or whatever, however long it was, you know, like however ridiculously long it is. So just to let you know, when you scan the water, it actually tells you how deep it is. I actually didn't know this when playing the game. I kind of found out after I'd beaten it. I don't even remember how I found out. I just kind of figured it out, I guess. I don't remember. Maybe it was in a video I watched. I don't remember. But when the dots are red in the river, that means you will pretty much start to drown almost immediately. And when it's blue, it's kind of deep, but it's not. It's not that it's kind of deep, but like it's like shin level. And then yellow is like waist level, so it's going to be draining your thing. But then red is like you're going to start to flail around and drown. So I wanted to grab this rope, thinking that it would be okay. That it will get me at least halfway the way there, and it did, granted. But now I guess I get to show off the otter hat. Using the otter hood, you get to twirl around in the water, and you have much more freedom in the water. It doesn't, however, make it so that you don't lose objects in the water. I've learned that the hard way. I learned that the worst way, actually. And we're going to be coming back through here again. At least I took this way again the second time around because I'm an idiot. Anyway, I may be better than DSP, but I'm an idiot. Okay, like just because I'm better than Phil, the Dark Side Phil at video games, does not mean that I'm not as big as an idiot as he is. I'm still an idiot. I'm just better at video games than he is. That's just a simple truth right there. That's not even like me showboating or nothing. He's just more famous than I am. That's the only thing he has on me, is that he has more views. Granted, he has more people that hate him, so, or rather dislike his content and make fun of him. And I have yet to get to that fame. I have yet to get to the point where I see myself the villain, is pretty much what I'm getting at. Boy, that's gonna suck. Imagine, like not that I have delusions of grandeur or anything, but like imagine like I get super big on YouTube or whatever. Like let's say I get like 10,000 subs or whatever, you know what I mean?
Come on, let's get this.
Like, I feel like that's pretty big. That's pretty decent. I mean, shit, if 1,000 subs gets me the ability to use the community tab and get paid, fuck it, right? 10,000 must be decent enough for me to, you know, I guess maybe not quit my job over it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if quitting my job at 10,000 would be enough, but it would definitely be a huge help, right? With AdSense, even though like the adpocalypse is horrible, but whatever, people still do this, so I don't know what I'm complaining about. But like, imagine like I get that big, like at least 10,000 subs or whatever. Right? Not that I think I'm going to be getting that anytime soon, but imagine that I do get to 10,000 subs. Right? That's going to suck. Imagine I get people who hate me. Man, I wouldn't know how to handle that. I mean, I would like to think that I handle that as gracefully as possible, you know? Like, I feel like I'd be like, you know, just let the trolls, like, troll, you know? Don't, like, feed them or whatever with, like, my reactions or nothing. But you don't know that. Like, you don't know if you'd be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just a weird thing. Sometimes I get, like, weird thoughts that just cross my mind, you know? This game is one of them thinking games, you know? Like as you're playing it, you just kind of, like, start thinking to yourself about shit. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, like, watching me play a game. This is what it feels like to be you guys. Is it? Except, like, I get to talk about it, and you guys get to hear my voice, but you guys get to talk back, and I get to ignore you, because it's not how videos work. I mean, unless I'm streaming, which I can't do at the moment because my computer can barely handle rendering an hour video within, like, a decent time. Like, a decent time being, like, I feel like an hour video should take at least maybe 3 hours to render. I feel like when I rendered out the first, like, hour video, it's... Oh, yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention, I just went around the circle, like the waterfall. That's all I did. I'm going back to the trike that I left off. And then I took a bad fall, found this thing, and it healed up the time fall. I wanted to mention that just so that you guys aren't confused as what the fuck just happened there. It took me a while to get over there. But all I did was literally just follow the wall all the way around until I ended up back here. So don't worry about that. Here's my bike. Go back to my bike. Found this cool one. That one's pretty neat. I like those colors. Looks like it's just double green, but it looks nice. I like that color green. It looks interesting on a motorcycle. Like a cyber motorcycle. I didn't like this timefall shelter, so let's do that real quick. Boom, 712. Hell yeah. What was I talking about? Something about... it's not how videos work. Oh yeah, the streaming, because my computer doesn't work. Right. Yeah, like a stable... Like, I feel like a reasonable time for, like, an hour-long video is, like, 3 hours-ish. But when I rendered out that 1 hour video, it took me 6 to 7 hours. It was fucking ridiculous. So I don't know why it does that with this game. I mean, I have the same issue with Metal Gear 3. Like, Metal Gear 3's videos took forever to render for no apparent reason. But, like, the N64, the PS2 videos, the Xbox videos, they didn't take that long to render out. Like, even when I was doing Assassin's Creed, when I was doing, like, the full-on, like, hour-long videos to show off all the flags and stuff, even that video, like, those videos didn't take that long to render. They took, like, if it was, like, an hour long, it took maybe, like, an hour and, like, 40-something minutes. Maybe almost 2 hours to render out. Like, it was barely anything. It was really weird. Like, anything on the PS3 and PS4, like, my computer just, for whatever reason, cannot handle it. Which is why the Mafia 2 playthrough looked so weird in comparison. Because the way I rendered that out, I set it to standard mode. Because when I was first recording it, I did a test record to see how long it would take to render. Like I did like the first chapter, I think, in that game, which didn't take me that long. I don't remember how long that actually took me to get through in that game. But like the way I had it set up for all the other games I've done so far, except for Hurdy-Gurdy, because that game just was not working with me at all. That game just did not want to work with my capture card for whatever fucking reason. It was really weird. Yeah, but it just took forever to record. And then I set it up to like, oh shit, I forgot I drove through that barricade. I drove over the barricade and through the other one. That was pretty awesome. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to show. You can do like super jumps on the trikes if you're with the turbo, and then you pull up on the analog stick and then you jump. For whatever reason, the bike just like flies up, like all floaty like. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Forgot to mention how to do that too. But yeah. But yeah, Mafia 2 like took forever to render out until I switched it to like convert to standard definition or whatever. And then like it made it to like a, what was it, 4:3 aspect ratio or something like that, like standard aspect ratio. And then, you know, YouTube's conversion like really fucked it.
Great. Always happy to get one, let me tell you. Whoa, it's like fresh from the printer or something.
You know, I felt like on some rocks. I'm almost positive I gave myself a concussion trying not to break these rare minerals. You should be thanking me. Oh, so I figured out what happens when you get 5 stars. As well as like getting some extra bandwidth benefits and stuff, you actually get a star that you get to put on your suit. I'm not sure if there's any other benefits, like if you're in a preppers, you get to use their shelter for safety. I have no idea, I haven't actually tested that out, but I was just playing through the game for a little bit earlier today. And just 5-starring some stuff. You actually get some pretty neat stuff as far as I have seen so far.
With the help of the Chiral Network, we've recovered experimental data which should provide a boost to our ongoing research and development initiatives. As a matter of fact, we've already made one breakthrough that can be applied to our weapons programs. Hematic rounds, anti-BT ammunition that utilizes the unique properties of your own blood. However, it's important to remember that with each shot fired, you'll be expending a small quantity of your own blood. And depending on the situation, you may be better off switching back to conventional ammo. Further details can be found in the list of equipment available for fabrication.
So I've been meaning to ask, like, how does that work? Do I have like a needle sticking in my arm, like while I'm shooting off these weapons? Like, does Sam like go, and then like as he's shooting, you can feel like the blood like pulsating through the needle. So at the moment in my file offline after I beat this game, I have 4 bots. Like, so I'm assuming the more you S rank, the more stuff you get, the more robot missions that you're able to do. I don't know what the limit is, but I've got about 4 of them. So I thought it only ended at like 3.
Come see us whenever you like, Sam. We're always happy to make time for a hero.
Dude, I'm just like the local. He's right though. I am the hero, the American hero, the postman. Man, that joke is never gonna end with me. For those of you who are wondering where I'm getting that from, it's I used to watch Chugga Conroy. I still do. I love Chugga Conroy, but like, it's from his Wind Waker playthrough, if I'm not mistaken. There's like this character there, one of the Ritos. It's like the bird people. In it, he's the postman, so he goes around like delivering mail, and like every time Chugga sees him, he's like, "Oh, it's the American hero, the postman," and it just fucking cracks me up when he says it. Man, I haven't seen that playthrough in fucking forever, man. It's a long ass time ago. I don't even know how I remember that. I don't know. I guess Chugga got me hooked young, right? Oh, that sounded wrong. Hold on, I didn't mean it like that. I guess Chugga got me like I got into Chugga Conroy when I was like a kid, so I just grew up watching him. So I guess he's kind of like one of my inspirations to do Let's Plays, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really think about it when I was a kid, but you know, after watching Chugga do it, I was like, oh, you know what? This would be cool. I could do this. I like playing video games. I feel like people would like watching me play. Not that I have anything important to say. I'm only 12. Yeah. At least I was at the time. You know, that was 10 years ago. Fucking long ass time ago, man. I feel old now. I'm old. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed and everything's changed. Why am I getting so like fucking hooked up on this? I'm customizing my fucking motorcycle. Alright, we got 8 minutes left in the video, which means I most likely cut out a lot of this traveling to my destination just to save on time, pretty much. I think if I remember correctly, this was like an hour and a half, like the original length of this video.
Pizza should always be kept flat during transport.
Yeah, I got you,
level
Denver.
with the ground, to be clear. Keep that in mind before you try to stuff one in a backpack.
I'm stuffing in my
Otherwise,
backpack.
You're liable to make a huge mess.
Well, he likes the pizza, so, you know, look, man, I'm not one to judge what you do with your pizza. If you eat the pizza that I had in my backpack vertically, okay, that's on you. You know, you didn't give me a chargeback. I delivered a pizza. You know what my MO is for delivering pizzas. That's on you. You want a second one, fine, big boy. That's all good with me. I'll deliver it the same way. Shit, I'll wheelie all the way over there. Fuck yeah, dude. So we're gonna be doing this other Angle mission, Peter Angle mission, Englert mission.
As a reminder, Sam, when carrying deadly weapons, it's absolutely essential that you exercise restraint. Doubt I need to say it, but killing is off the table. More corpses means more BTs and potentially more voidouts. If you kill anyone, you'll be putting not only yourself, but countless other people at risk.
Which is why I only carry the non-lethal shit. Mostly because I played a lot of Metal Gear growing up. Or rather, in my teens. Because I only grew up with Metal Gear through walkthroughs and playthroughs. See, I just want to show up that I stayed on the highway pretty much the entire way, and then once I made it to the city, I just took the same route I took last time to Peter Englert. The exact same route I took last time is the same way I got back here. We followed the road and everything. Same generators, everything. I did the same thing. Nothing's changed. So, let's deliver this mediocre pizza. See how much damage I did, because I was carrying that vertically the entire way. I didn't have any issues on the way over there, so it just took total vertical damage. Let's see, I'm gonna guess like 20% damage. Oh, 30% damage. Oh wow, that was a longer route than I gave it credit for. Well, it's his fault for wanting a fucking pizza from my shitty ass delivery service. I'm a mailman, dude, not a pizza delivery boy. But I want to know, can you like hook up the floating carriers to motorcycles? I never tried it. Never like thought to figure it out, honestly. Wow, I still got an A rank? Boy, you still like that pizza? Jesus Christ, boy. Damn, this dude's thirsty for some fucking pizza. He does not give a shit. By the way, that's the last Peter Englert mission that I'm going to be doing, just because the other missions are annoying. Honestly. There's one you have to be in like there's one in like the snowy mountains in like later on in the mission, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it's Mount Knot City. I don't remember if it's Mount Knot City. It might be Mount Knot City, but if I'm remembering correctly, I remember being in the snow. So like I was like, fuck that, I'm not going through the snow just to deliver you a fucking pizza. That's ridiculous. So I don't know where I'm heading. I'm probably just going to a district center, but here's where I blow up my bike. Yep. And that was all. I was like, no, and I want to see if I can still ride it, but then it blew up even more in my face. Sam, are you surprised that shit was lightning, like static and shit? Fuck, I'm surprised I was like, wow, I could ride it still, probably. It's okay though. We got this power skeleton, which is more than enough for me to just trudge my way, fucking all the way over here to this city. I forgot the name of the city. Is this Lake Knot City? Is this Lake Knot City? Holy shit! Yeah, I know it's poor robot I can see that. I can see the meter. I'm just waiting for it to turn red so that I don't feel bad about switching boots. But here, I got some stuff for you. It's probably all shitty because I was double jumping my ass all the way over here.
Hey, how's
That's
it
good.
going? Guys like you make
Nothing
me
much. How are
proud
you?
to be part of Bridges. Thank you, Sam.
Thanks. Ah, thank you. I feel better about myself already. I like it when they compliment me. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel like I make a difference, you know? Like I delivered old furniture to to an entire city. Just makes me feel like I'm a hero to these poor people.
Until the next one.
Stay safe, friend. You too.
Good work. New
You too.
order available.
What the fuck's wrong with me? I'm so dumb. I feel like I'm having way too much fun just being stupid. But anyway, guys, we still got... Oh, we only have 2 minutes left. I thought that said 46 minutes, 38 seconds. My bad. It's 48 minutes, 36 seconds. 38 seconds. Whatever. But, I mean, I'm not really going to do anything left. There's nothing else for me to do in this video. I still have to, like, actually do the main mission. But we pretty much did a few side missions again. But we met Mama. We started up Chapter 5, Mama. Got to do some pretty cool stuff, I guess. Delivered some more pizza. The pizza mission was funny the first time. The second and third time, it just was like, well, why? Why does this guy want pizza? Watch him be like the only character to like give me a full 5 stars the second I like deliver all the pizzas to him. What if that's all he wants? What if that's all he ever asks for is just pizza? That's a scary thought. Imagine like you're in Edge Knot City and the guy's like, yo, I got one last pizza delivery for you. And you're just like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why am I trying so hard to get this one pizza dude to enter my fucking diverse city fucking chiral network ass thing, dude? Do we really need this pizza loving guy who wants pizza from Edge Knot City? Bro, it's not even that good. I don't even know if that's true. Just imagine. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Sorry about the mess. I got caught in the rain. Oops. Didn't mean to give you a shower. Tried waiting it out, but when I checked the time... I'm sorry. Should have come sooner. I got rain in my eyes. Just give me a minute.